Welcome back. This is the Tassie Never Scared Show. I am your host, Sean Tassie Rickster. We talked about a lot of things today. We talked about UFC. We talked about Peyton Manning. We talked about Drew Brees. Don't get me started off with that. And we talked about a little bit of the bounty thing. I'm going to have more information on the bounty next week, okay? I'm going to talk about next week's topic also because it's something kind of I need to talk about, okay? So I'm about to give you my top 10 UFC fighters today, not all time, today. So here we go. Top 10 fighters as right now. First off, number 10, Rampage, Curtis Rampage. See, that's why when you listen to 50 Cent before you watch it, before I do the show. See, that's what happens. But anyway. Here we go. Quentin Rampage Jackson is my number 10. Reason for that is he lost 2 in a row. Not saying it was like not bad fighters he lost against. He lost to John Jones and I forgot the other fighter he just fight, but he lost again to that one. Okay. There it is, Brian Bader. That's why you have an extra person here all the time with you. Because you never know. So yeah, hopefully he's still in the number 10. There's nothing wrong. He's still in the number 10 in my top 10. So it's good. Number 9 is Diego, formerly known as the Nightmare, is now the Dream Sanchez. He had a couple. He lost like 3 straight fights in a row, but you know the guy been good. The guy been good before this even happened. He's just in a little bit of a like downslide right now. But it's okay. It's okay. It's okay to have a downslide once every blue moon. Just don't get too far, because you'll never know how far you're gonna get in. Okay. My number 8 fighter, Diego Pitbull Alves. Now, the reason he was in my top 5, but he lost 2 fights in a row. So it's like, okay, he's still a good fighter. I still like him. He's still a competitor. Hopefully he'll get back on track. Hopefully. Number 6, Thiago Silva. Sorry, I missed number 7. We'll get back to that in a minute. Number 6 is Thiago Silva. Thiago Silva is one of those Brazilian fighters that's like really like tough, like extremely tough. Like it's like he'll it got like he's about to kill somebody when he fights. So that's crazy in the long sense. But remember that. Number 7 was actually Nate Diaz. Nate Diaz got a fight coming up, right? Like I said before. Nate Diaz was like one of those bad boy fighters I told you about. Should be a good match. Should be good in the future. He's already good. I don't talk about future. He's already good. You know. Number 5, Georges St. Pierre. Of course, Georges St. Pierre is like one of the top fighters in UFC right now. It seems like this man don't never lose, man. It's like, man, he's a well-rounded fighter. He's also like a superstar, like outside. So, he is my number 5. Number 4, Richard Sugar Evans. He is okay. I had to put him in the top 4 because, well, he's about to fight. He's the number 1 contender. What can I say? Do I think he's really, really good? Do I like him? No, I don't like him. But, you know, he's a respected fighter. Okay? Number 3, the newly crowned champion, Bernard Henderson. He is now the lightweight champion right now. I didn't know who this guy was about 2 fights ago until I actually see him fight. And I was like, wow, this man is actually pretty good. I mean, I'm like speechless about it, you know. And like, he's a pretty good fighter. Number 2. Y'all ready for this? Number 2 is Ederson Silva. This man is unbelievable. Since 2006, when he first stepped on the scene, this man is unbelievable, man. You wonder why he calls a spider? Watch him fight. He's literally a spider when he's in that place, man. It's unbelievable. Unbelievable. And the number one, the one and only, anybody can guess who's number one is? Who's my number one? No. No? Anybody else?
John Jones.
Thank you. At least I got favorites that know me. Number one is John Bone Jones. John Bone Jones is like one of those fighters, and here's the thing is, the only reason why he have a lost record is because of a disqualification. When I forgot who he's fighting, but he put an elbow. Not when you do ground and pound, you're not supposed to actually put your elbows going all the way down, forward, down like that. You have to go sideways. Otherwise, there's an audience member. Is there any questions for the audience out there?
Matt Hamill.
Thank you. I knew that. Thank you. So yeah, John Bones Jones, who actually about to fight Richard Evans, which I have a feeling Evans not gonna last past the first round. You heard me. Evans not gonna pass the first round against John Bones Jones. That's a done deal. All right. So that's my UFC. Remember, this is not the only time we're going to do UFC. We're going to do UFC once a season. Once a season, let you know what's going on, what's coming up. More likely, we'll have the next one in late June, where we start the third season. So, because right now, then we're going to have more events to talk about, like between July through October, there will be more events coming up, okay? Before I leave you, which I don't want to, I love you guys. Before I leave, we need to talk about for next week's show. Next week's show, I need to talk about this. I've been waiting to talk about this show. This topic is domestic violence. I need to talk about it. Simple fact is, I'm tired of hearing about it. So I'm going to just put all my frustrations out on that show and let it be that. Now, if you want to participate in next week's show, feel free to go to my inbox on Facebook on the Tassie Never Scared page. Or you can go to my personal, Sean Tassie Rickster. Or you can email me, emails. If you've been through the show, go back, rewind. I'll have the show. Actually, I'll post it out now. Here's my email, my Twitter, and did I miss anything? Email, Twitter. Facebook, you could just go Sean Tassie Rickster. I'll just post you up right there. Okay. So yeah, please participate. Tell me how you feel. If you have some stories, if it don't have to be you. If you have stories about domestic violence, like something you want to share, something you saw like on the internet or something like that, send me the link to my email, TassieMedia83.com. 83gmail.com, and we'll go from there. More likely, I'll talk about it and I'll read up, and then we'll go from there. But I will talk about some other stories that I saw online and stuff like that. This has to stop. Violence in general has to stop. Don't get me started with the violence thing. Lost 2 cousins in a matter of 5 years to violence on this. So I'm a little upset about violence in general, but this is the more thing we need to talk about, okay? Alright? With that in mind, I want to thank the audience, my first time audience. And I want to thank all of y'all for watching the show also. Remember, tonight, UFC Ultimate Fighter season premiere tonight. Check your local listings for the time and channel, alright? Just by the way, if it's on FX if you don't know. Just to help you out a little bit. But anyway, yeah. Shout outs to the executive producers, Michael Cliffy Clavin and Jerome Rickster, the new acquired executive producer of the show. What up, y'all? How you doing? Okay. And shout outs to my new street team coordinator, Kevin Valentine. We're about to get ready to go. We're getting ready for the summer. For the summer of the Fashion Never Scare show. It's about to be fun. We're about to hit places like shows don't never do. But we're going. Malls, beaches. We're doing all that. Trust me. Trust me when I tell you. That's what we're doing. This is the Tassie Never Scare show. I am your host, Sean Tassie Rickster. See you next week. Domestic violence, by the way. Domestic violence. See ya. Tell him what to do. Yell it from the bottom. Yell it from the roof. Tell him what to do. Holler from the bottom. Yell it from the roof. Tell him what to do. Holler from the bottom. Yell it from the roof. Tell him what to do. Holler from the bottom. Yell it from the roof.